Good morning. This is Mr. Eshelman. It is Wednesday, May 2020. May 20th, 2020. Lots of 20s up there today. So I hope you're off to a great start to the week and you're learning lots of important things, keeping your brains fresh and energized as we finish out the year and get ready for your next school year, whether that's at Denver Elementary or for fifth graders at the middle school. So let's finish on a high note. Keep putting forth your best effort. If you have some assignments that you've fallen behind on, maybe today's a good day to catch up a little bit. So keep up the good work, finish strong, ask for help when you need it, and submit those assignments so that your teachers know where they can help you out, what you're doing well with, and what they can still work on with you throughout the last few weeks of school. One birthday today. Cam in kindergarten has a birthday today, so happy birthday, Cam. And one more reminder, as I've had up every day this week, let's thank our essential workers that are out there working while many of us are at home. And we can do that while wearing our pajamas for our virtual school spirit day sponsored by Student Council this Friday, May 22nd. Feel free to send a picture of yourself thanking that essential worker to Mrs. Colbert's email address, as you can see it on the screen. She's our Student Council advisor and a fourth grade teacher. Our quote of the day came from a suggestion by one of our kindergarten friends, and she reminded me that today is the anniversary of the day that Amelia Earhart left on her solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. That was very important because she was the first woman to accomplish that feat. And that may not sound like quite as much of a major thing today, because there's, well, maybe not actually today with all of the things with COVID-19 and flights not going, but generally flights go back and forth across the Atlantic Ocean many, many times every day. However, back when Amelia Earhart did it, that was the first time. In the picture, you can see the plane that she flew in to get across the Atlantic Ocean. This was taken just a few minutes after she landed in a field in Ireland, actually. So there she is, propped up against her plane that she flew across the ocean. That flight nowadays is not too much long. It's actually a little bit shorter than it would be from our side of the United States to California. It would actually take a longer by plane to get from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean across the United States than to go across the Atlantic Ocean where Amelia Earhart did. She actually did fly across the United States from the Atlantic to the Pacific in August of 1932. This accomplishment was on May 20th when she left, and then she actually landed in Ireland on May 21st. It was a 15-hour flight. It took her 15 hours in that plane you see in the picture to get across the Atlantic Ocean. So today is the anniversary of her leaving on that trip. She left from a place called Newfoundland, which is along the Atlantic Ocean in Canada. And she's the first woman to accomplish that feat. And she said adventure is worthwhile in itself. So sometimes we look for things where we earn a reward or earn a prize or an award or money or things like that. She said the adventure is worth it. That's all you need. She didn't necessarily do it for fame and all those types of things. She just did it for the adventure. Adventure is worthwhile in itself. But be safe and be careful. The question of the day, it's down towards the bottom of the screen, kind of tiny. It goes along with this. It says on the one side of the screen, May 20th, 1932. This is a picture from Google Earth that shows where she left Newfoundland, a place called Harbor Grace, right along the ocean there. And she flew across the Atlantic Ocean and landed in a place called Londonderry in Northern Ireland. So this was a 15-hour trip that covered 2,026 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. So my questions are, how many minutes was she in the air? And how many feet are in 2,026 miles? So those are tricky questions. You might need some calculators for those. And if you're one of the younger students at Denver Elementary, you might need somebody to help you out with those. So these are some neat facts that go along with Amelia's important accomplishment that took place on May 20th and 21st, 1932. So we have some jokes submitted by Denver Elementary students. The first one says, what's an alien's favorite computer key? The space key, because aliens obviously live in space, right? Although I don't know that there's any proof yet. The second question, why did the singer climb the ladder? To reach the high notes. So hopefully you like those jokes. We have lots more that have been submitted by Denver students, along with some quotes and questions, math problems that will be on the announcements throughout the rest of this week and next week as well. So let's stand up and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we're almost there, friends. We have just a few more days really left of school. So keep up the good work, finish on a high note, and let your teachers know how they can help you. And we hope you have a great Wednesday. See you tomorrow.